Pike, thanks for joining us again. This is Randy Marcotte speaking. If you haven't met me, you haven't been around on the DCS Global website for much. I am one of the guys who likes to talk about great products, and that's why we're here with Logitech. Our clients are asking us to how to handle and manage the booking of shareable workspaces in a hybrid work environment. Big trend to get people in productive and near their teammates. The last module we talked about kind of a mobile-based reservation. Pike is our solutions expert over at Logitech. He's going to be glad to demo the next experience for our clients is going to a workspace and solving the problem of the paper trail at the desk where you had to have a particular sign in and sign out and a QR code that may enable you to join. And so this module is really, again, about the Logitech Dock, the flexible workspace, and using a mobile device and a QR code to occupy a space. And it's great behind Pike on the desk. You see kind of the typical solution is that the paper tag on the desk that then gets screwed up or messed up. The green space says that unit is available. So I'm going to turn it over to Pike to have him show us the rest of why this is magical. Go ahead, Pike.
Yeah, thank you for having me again, Randy. So what I'm going to show you is how I can actually book this space, walking up to the space without, what we're so used to, those QR codes, right? The QR code is actually on the device, so there's no need for that. Now, you may wonder, why is there a QR code there? That's just more for other things in the environment if they want to report an issue, something we may eventually put on the Logi Dock Flex as well. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. There we go. So I got my phone here. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk up to the device. I'm going to actually zoom in. So that way you get a much better view here. So as you can see here, here's my phone. And what I'm going to do is we're going to zoom in to the actual device. As you can see here on camera, we're just going to give it a little time here. And at the same time, I'm going to, of course, bring up my camera on my phone. I'm going to walk up to the desk and I'm going to click the link that's provided to me by the QR code. And this brings up my Logi Tune app and it's automatically booking the space. Now I'm actually going to leave at 4 p.m. today. So I'm going to actually change the booking slightly. Or in this case, maybe even before traffic, I'll leave at 3:45. Again, this can be really modified. So as you can see, I can increase it or decrease it. I'm going to go ahead and book the space. And at the same time now, as I'm booking this, I can also decide to notify any of my colleagues. So I have different teams, as you can see here. So I'm going to go ahead and then notify my colleague, Linda.
And if you're watching the video, you'll see that the experience on the dock has already changed. It's gone from green available to booked. So he's able to secure the asset and the space to work just with a quick QR code. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was that simple. I hit done and I notified my colleague Linda. So letting her know I'm buying lunch. So there's this whole social aspect. You could see it's showing up right now on my phone. I have the details of the desk. And I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing so you guys get a better view. There's a beautiful picture of this is not my dog. But speaking of that, eventually we'll actually allow you to personalize this with your own pictures, just adding another personal experience to these, flexible workspaces. So you'll be able to customize that.
Good. And we are seeing ports on there. Pike, would you like me to talk a little bit about what that dock does? Or
Please do.
Yeah, we haven't been typically selling the desk-based infrastructure. We're not your shop for mice and keyboards. We've done a decent amount of webcams, but really our core space has been the conference room. We're excited about this demo and these recordings because it's an extension of the Logitech brand, which you already know and trust, into the whole ecosystem and environment that you're trying to build for a consistent experience. So if you see behind Pike, he's got the one he's booked, but then the others that are available. So USB, USB-C, peripheral management to HDMI to these displays, camera management. So your end users come in and set to a space that's familiar, comfortable, and predictable. which is hard to do in these hybrid workspaces. And that's why Logitech launched this product. It will also charge your phone. So go ahead and plug in and get a battery charge.
That's a great point. Now, you may wonder, why are there no keyboards and mice here? So there are spaces here that we actually have these flexible workspaces with our Logi Dock Flex, where there's a dedicated keyboard and mouse. Some people like to bring their own. We have, for instance, the MX Keys Mini that is easy to put in your backpack. So I can just put in my dongle right here in the front, and I have now connection with my laptop, my keyboard and mouse. So we have, it's all about choice. So you can outfit these spaces with keyboards and mice or bring your own. Hence, these USB ports are great for adding peripherals or charging your phone.
Yeah. The last elevator pitch I'll put in about the whole ecosystem is then all managed through Logitech Sync. As a business, then you get to see utilization, performance, and behavior. So utilization of the space, how deeply am I occupying it? How many people am I bringing into the space? Performance, are the devices staying connected, right? And some consistency. You're going to end up by having spaces that you can then manage with your end users in a way that lifts their satisfaction, because Logitech is now going from the desk, the keyboard, to the conference room. Pike, thank you very much, sir. Anything else?
Got it all covered. Thank you.
Our last one is the ad hoc experience. Just people like me don't plan ahead, come into the office to create chaos. The next module is all about that ad hoc user and how Logitech has a solution to keep that person like me